Sharon Hanlon. I work at Bristol-Myers Squibb, and I lead a group called Clinical Trial Engagement and Enrollment. And I've been in pharma over 25 years. I'm a nurse by training and spent a whole other career in nursing for several years. I was probably about almost 10 years in, and was really looking to do something more. So went back to grad school and pursued a clinical nurse specialist approach within my master's, and nearing the end of that, I saw an ad for a research coordinator at a New Jersey hospital, working in the cath lab. So I was, curious about, is there an opportunity to really leverage my master's training in a research coordinator job, and turns out, I talked to advisors and others, and so it was my first job out of grad school, and it really, I love that it gave me the autonomy to really, work with patients in a unique way. The biggest challenges is, at least in my mind, is to listen to your heart. I think sometimes we hold ourselves back. I always say I like to, at least the folks that report to me, that you're the master of your domain, and really the only missed opportunity is the one you don't take personally, and it's been a gift in some ways, just in terms of the exposure. It's huge. I think people, I initially worried that I would be tired of it, and would I regret making the change, but there's always different ways. There's many facets to it, and I've been at BMS 22 years, and I still find things that are like, oh, I didn't even realize we did that as a company. So it's been amazing in terms of, the opportunities that are available to us. Again, just by taking those leaps of faith sometimes. But I would encourage, I think it's definitely been a career that has, I've reaped its rewards. I've traveled to places in the world that I would have never dreamed. Some weren't even on my list of places that I'd want to visit. And I've seen, how medicine is practiced in China and India and many states within the U.S. But wouldn't have had those opportunities if it wasn't for taking the risk and jumping into clinical research.